Hi everybody, this is Oleg. Welcome to Organ Preparedness. A couple of days ago I made a video about Ukraine as a video response to several of NY Preppers videos also regarding Ukraine and the situation that's escalating over there on the border. And I, in this video, sort of would like to add to that video. I mentioned in that video about the prophecy that came through American pastor who pastors Ukrainian church in Kiev. His name is Philip Barnett. A couple of you asked me for the link about that prophecy and I couldn't find it on YouTube. I did find it and I put it also in the beginning of all the comments. And I will include that link in this video as well. For those of you who are curious about that prophecy, what's going to happen to Ukraine. It's called Azov Mina. And so I thought, as I'm looking at what's going on, it seems at this point that war is inevitable. It's progressing too fast in the wrong direction. I know for one fact Russians are not going to back up, no matter what. And the way Ukraine and their allies are positioning themselves, that they want to take Crimea Peninsula by force. And so I remembered also another prophecy. I like prophecies. I mentioned before many times that I read and I listen to lots of them. Because as a Christian, I know this is how God speaks to us, through prophecies, through His prophets. Which ones are true and which ones are not, we need to filter through them, then that's what I do. But only time will tell what's true. And so another prophecy that it was a Russian prophecy through some Russian person. So I'm not gonna include that link in the description. But what that prophecy said was that Ukraine will split in half, and it'll be Eastern and Western Ukraine, and Eastern Ukraine will join Russia. Eastern Ukraine, just for those of you who might not know it, Eastern Ukraine has a lot of Russian citizens and lots of just pure Russian speaking people. I'm from Kharkov, Ukraine. That city is located on very eastern part of the Ukraine, near Russian border, 30-40 miles away. And only in the country people would speak Ukrainian. In the city, everything was, signs would be in Russian and Ukrainian, but everybody would speak Russian. As a matter of fact, when I went to school, my school was primarily in Russian, and Ukrainian language, as a matter of fact, was as a second language. So they're trying to change it now. They try to Ukrainized Ukraine, they try to get rid of anything Russian. But if this prophecy that I'm talking about right now is to believe, then everything is looking like pieces of puzzles coming together. Russia is bringing its troops, its military. They probably will have war. I don't think Ukraine will just split in half and Eastern Ukraine will just peacefully join Russia. I don't think that's going to be the case, like it was the case with Crimea Peninsula. There is just no way that that's going to happen. So for sure, I heard there's going to be a war. I heard through another channel that war might break out as soon as May or maybe June. It's very possible. I think it will happen more in June. And of course, it's just purely my speculation, because in June started a war with Germany and Soviet Union. So who knows if that has to do anything with it? Maybe not. But 99% guarantee the war is coming, and it's a big war. And as Russians are preparing their ballistic missiles, who are they preparing those for? They're not preparing them to shoot them at the Ukraine. Ukraine is right there. All those ICBMs are being prepared to reach here, unfortunately, because Biden said he will back up Ukraine. And what does that mean? It means United States will be at war with Russia, basically. Because Ukraine, there is no way Ukraine could withstand Russian military. Russia would crush them in a day or two if Ukraine alone would fight. And Putin said before, not directly but sort of indirectly, that if they ever have a conflict in Ukraine, with Ukraine, and whoever is helping Ukraine are gonna be basically at war with Russia. So in several videos, NY Prepper says that we need to get ready for nuclear war. And I hate to think about it, as all of you do, but I'm sure he's right. If Ukraine and Russia have a war, it will be nukes coming toward this land too. In one of my videos, I mentioned one of the weapons that Russia has right now. It's called Status 6 Poseidon. It's a drone torpedo that is capable of carrying 100 megaton nuclear bomb. Just for the record, biggest bomb that was exploded ever in history was Tsar Bomba, and that one was either 50 or 55 megatons. The shock wave from that bomb went around the globe 3 times. Windows were busted 500 kilometers away from where they exploded the bomb. This torpedo is able to carry 100 megaton. And the worst part is, it goes in a depth much deeper than any submarine could. And it is drone, so it's operated from somewhere in Moscow, I assume, or some military base. And what's powering that torpedo is a nuclear power plant, which means that torpedo can be circling the globe pretty much infinitely. Another trick that torpedo has up its sleeve is the fact that it can just lie down dormant, waiting for a signal. So how do we know that that torpedo is not already laying around the United States on the east or west coast, or both? We don't know. Russia announced about this weapon back in 2018, 3 years ago. So chances are it's already lying somewhere around Norfolk base or Bangor. I'm sure if they're gonna put it in the water to sleep somewhere, it would be near some huge naval base. Needless to say, we need to, number one, pray for Ukraine and pray that that war somehow doesn't break out. I'm sure eventually it will. But if Lord has His mercy, that would not start now. At least not now. At least delay it for as long as possible. And number two, we need to get ready for nuclear war, because if you don't die right there in initial blast, there is good chance you can survive it, and there is numerous ways how to survive. As I mentioned before, NY Prepper made a bunch of videos about it, so I recommend you watching his videos. And I will also make another separate video and put my 2 cents in. How could you possibly survive nuclear war? For now, thank you for watching. God bless everybody. Give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Don't forget to ring that notification bell. Take care.